What is your will, my master?
Hey, what's up, Jacob? Quick demo video for you for your One Replicas Super Stunt MP. Got this done last night and then just threw a few finishing touches on it this morning and then tested it out just a little bit more and wanted to get this demo out to you. Um, I saw a few of these done with a different type of chassis when I had first got this in. This was a Saber I hadn't done before, so I was kind of mulling it over about how I was going to do it. And then typically on those types of sabers I've never done before, I try to stay away from posts that I see other people do of this that they've done, so that I can stay away from the type of chassis designs that they did and then come up with my own thing. But I had inadvertently seen a few of these done with a removable chassis, and then they were taking the tactile switches out of the switch box, and they were 3D printing some plungers to put in there. And so that is something I wanted to stay away from. But I gave you, kind of a unique setup. So I just hope this is something that you like. It's installed with CC Sabers in here for your main PCB. You've got 2 buttons set up, so I left the tactiles in here. You've got your front switch here is your activation, and your back switch here is your auxiliary. Now this is running an in-hilt battery. So what you want to do is you want to unscrew the pommel here. Be careful when you take this out, because your speaker is right there, but it comes right out, and it will fall out if you're just like holding it here and unscrewing it. So you don't want to drop this guy. This is a 22 millimeter KR speaker in here. I had 2 choices with this Saber. I could have gone with a 24 millimeter or a 22. I chose to go with the 22 because after talking to TJ about what he did with his, and then just sitting here and mulling it over a little bit, you can actually fully enclose that 22 millimeter speaker inside its capsule. And so what that does is it creates sound resonance that's really good, because it takes all that sound and it just pushes it straight forward, right? On a 24 millimeter, it would have barely fit in this hilt, and I wouldn't have been able to encapsulate it. So I really think that this probably sounds better than the 24 millimeter that I could have put in here. So that's what I did here. You got your PCB right there. So when you take this out and you look in here, hopefully my light catches it, right? If not, you've seen the pictures, but you've got easy access to your micro USB and your SD card for your Proffie board. You've got right in the middle there your 2 pogo pins for your speaker PCB. You've got your 1.2 millimeter recharge port down here below, and then you've got a kill switch right over here on this side. So what you want to do is you just come over here and you want to flip that kill switch up. You can do that with your finger, no problem. Take your speaker, throw it right in. It's going to bounce a little bit, that's fine. The pommel is what pushes the speaker forward and locks everything down. So that's what we'll do right now. We'll just screw this on. And once you screw this all the way down and everything's tight, so you see that front button is your activation. Back is auxiliary. Tap it again to turn off, or you could just swing it on. Right. And twist to turn off. I did not include a copy of the config file on this SD card because this is the stock font package. The only thing I changed was I added motion controls and I bumped your sensitivity up. So if you need a copy of the config file, just let me know. I can send that to you through Facebook Messenger. It takes about 2 seconds. You have a chassis retention screw that's right here. I made sure it was inside this black anodized piece, and it was a black set screw so that it's not an eyesore for you. That holds everything in place. And then I did have to come in on the very top here and put a one more grub screw for blade retention. That way you've got pretty deep blade depth in there. I was originally going to use this guy for a blade retention, but it didn't quite work out. Even though it sticks in to the chamber just the tiniest bit, the blade goes right past it, and it's not enough to hold your blade. Plus, if you loosen this guy up, then it loosens your shroud too. So this is this thumb screw is the only thing that's tightening the shroud up. So I just went ahead and tightened it up and left it there and put an 832 grub screw right here to hold your blade. And it holds it really well. So we'll throw a blade in this guy. It takes a 1-inch diameter neopixel blade. And then we'll lock it down. Right. Cycle through colors if you want. So if we're looking for a red, let's try to find one. I hit power, turn it off, and now I have a red blade. This thing is super solid, so you can swing this around, do whatever you want to do. Good flash on clash. And then we'll test the speaker pod one time because I like to do this when I put speaker pods in a saber. You can see that speaker pod is solid. It's not going anywhere on you. We'll go ahead and take the blade out. Just so I'm clear, you know, hats off to the people that came up with the other chassis with the plungers for the control box. I think it was a cool idea. My stance was I just wanted to come up with something that was my own and that I hadn't seen before. And on some sabers, you can't do that. It's one way to do it. But on others like this, you can come up with something that's all yours if it hasn't been done too much, right? So that was my goal there. But anyway, to turn this off, what you want to do, again, we'll just unscrew the pommel. Be careful not to drop the speaker out of it because it does literally come right out. And then we'll come over here and we'll flip the kill key. I'll turn this on. You're not going to hear any sound, but you'll see lights because we don't have the speaker in. And then I'll come over here and flip that kill key down. And you can see it cuts the power. So yeah, that is pretty much your saber. Let me know if you got any questions. If not, I will get this out in the mail to you first thing Monday morning. All right, thanks.